I'm honored to have you here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome, everyone, to our latest video where we'll be exploring S.C.O.O.T bus service. Carlos Optimum Operational Transit, frequently abbreviated as S.C.O.O.T and stylized as S.C.O.O.T, was a free, on-demand, shuttle bus service that operated in San Carlos, California, between 2002 and 2005. It was intended to assist local residents, especially those living in the San Carlos Hills, with errands, commutes to school and work, and access to other sites in the city. In addition to 9 fixed bus routes, S.C.O.O.T operated a service in which passengers could request a pickup and drop-off site anywhere in the city, operating almost as a shared taxi. Although the service was popular for 3 years, with monthly ridership reaching 19,000 passengers, San Carlos voters rejected a parcel tax that placed the entire financial burden of the service on property owners. With insufficient funding, the program was dismantled on June 17, 2005. Let's zoom in on operations and understand its implications. In mid-2002, the city of San Carlos introduced a pilot program for residents with 2 shuttle buses. In addition to providing service to neighborhoods in the San Carlos Hills, which were geographically isolated from most of the city's services, the buses were intended to be used by local school children. 2 years earlier, in September 2000, San Carlos reopened Tierra Linda Middle School without a traditional school bus service, and S.C.O.O.T was thought to fill a local need. Rides were free for passengers. By 2003, the program had increased its popularity, and the city agreed to fund a longer pilot of the program through 2005. Additional routes were added to provide service to other local schools, in addition to services like the San Carlos Youth Center, the city's Caltrain station, and downtown San Carlos. In 2004, City Council members agreed to a $616,000 contract with Standard Parking to provide additional buses within the city, bringing S.C.O.T's fleet to 9 buses. Monthly ridership averaged 19,000 passengers. The routes were seen as too small for Santrans to consider, but too big for the city of San Carlos to ignore. Notably, in this time period, Santrans continued to operate 2 fixed bus routes, including Route 261 through the San Carlos Hills and Route 63 in the flatlands of San Carlos for local students. As we move forward, let's uncover the untold stories and fascinating intricacies of name. S.C.O.O.T stood for San Carlos Optimum Operational Transit, although most buses and schedules printed the service's name as S.C.O.O.T or S.C.O.O.T alone. According to local news reports, staff at the San Carlos Youth Center developed the name prior to its pilot. They knew they wanted to include San Carlos and transit in the name, and liked the sound of S.C.O.O.T, so used a dictionary to come up with the remaining 2 words. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding fixed bus routes and gain a fresh perspective. As S.C.O.O.T became more popular, various routes were added to the service, operating during morning and afternoon commute hours. Local residents could petition the city for routes to provide service to schools. During special events, S.C.O.O.T also added special weekend services, such as trips to farmers markets in downtown San Carlos, local festivals, and events at the Hiller Aviation Museum. Each ride was free. By the program's end, there were 9 routes. Route terminals route locations served links 1 Red Tierra Linda Middle School, Chestnut Street and Magnolia Avenue, Arguello Park, Arundel Elementary School, Hillcrest Park to Yellow Shelford Avenue and Williams Lane, Arundel Elementary School, Arguello Park, Tierra Linda Middle School, City Hall, Library 3 Purple, Arundel Elementary School, Highlands Park, Melendi Drive and Hewitt Drive, Arundel Elementary School, Tierra Linda Middle School, Devonshire Windsor Neighborhoods, Heather Elementary School, Highlands Park 4 Green, Arundel Elementary School, Arroyo Avenue and Orange Avenue, Arundel Elementary School, Tierra Linda Middle School, Heather Elementary School, Brighton Avenue, Britain Acres Elementary School, 5 Grey Terra Linda Middle School, Alameda de los Puldas and Hillway Terra Linda Middle School, Arundel Elementary School, Central Middle School, Burton Park Neighborhood, White Oaks Elementary School, White Oaks Neighborhood, 6 Orange Terra Linda Middle School, Old County Road and Inverness Drive Terra Linda Middle School, Street Charles Church and School, Britain Acres Elementary School, Britain Park Neighborhood, Central Middle School, San Carlos Station, East San Carlos, 7 Pink Crestview Drive and Club Drive, Loma Road and Whitman Court Club Drive, Terra Linda Middle School, San Carlos Avenue, Alameda de los Puldas, Melendi Drive, Heather Elementary School, Crestview Neighborhood, 8 Black Britain Acres Elementary School, El Camino Real and Arroyo Avenue, Britain Acres Elementary School, Central Middle School, Burton Park Neighborhood, White Oaks Elementary School, White Oaks Neighborhood, El Camino Real, 9 Blue Britain Acres Elementary School, Baytree Road and Woodland Avenue, Britain Acres Elementary School, Central Middle School, Burton Park Neighborhood, Belmont Avenue. As we transition, let's shed light on on-demand shuttle routes and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. In early months, S.C.O.O.T acted as a taxi service where passengers could call and get picked up in a few minutes. Due to S.C.O.O.T's increasing popularity, however, it became necessary for residents to make reservations at least a day in advance. The city employed Kimberly Harbert as a part-time outreach coordinator who was worked to group reservations and plan out routes for drivers, increasing the service's efficiency. Some riders set up regular pick-up and drop-off times, such as those who used the service to reach the local Caltrain station from their home. The on-demand service operated from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays and was noted for its punctuality. S.C.O.O.T received 2 state awards during its operations. Moving on to the next segment, we have funding. Throughout its operation, S.C.O.O.T struggled to find a stable source of funding. Ultimately, the program cost the city about $700,000 a year, which was supported by grants and money raised from measure that otherwise would have gone to street repairs. City officials considered options such as charging for rides and using sales tax money set aside for transportation issues. The city also collected fees from developers, which was added to a general transportation fund. On weekends and at other times when S.C.O.O.T was not in regular service, buses could be rented by local groups, the profit from which would be put back into the service. In 2004, a task force made up of community members was established to explore proposed changes to the service and potential sources of funding. In general, the city looked to sign new contracts for the program's operations, hoping to reduce the cost, but also considered the possibility of reducing routes. In general, community members seemed willing to pay for a nominal fee to use the service. As the 3-year-long pilot program was nearing its end, and deferrals from measure funds to street repairs could not be put off forever, the city placed a bond measure on a special election in March 2005. The bond was listed as Measure T, which would have added a $59 parcel tax to support the program through 2010, placing 100% of the financial burden on property owners. Opponents argued that the ridership, which by February 2005 was noted as 15,000 passengers, was far lower in reality, and that the program was far too expensive. Measure T needed 2/3 support to pass, yet received only 3,199 yes votes, compared to 3,948 no votes. A week later, San Carlos Mayor Inge Teagle Doherty passed $450,000 worth of mid-year budget cuts, including cuts to S.C.O.O.T. The city continued to fund the service through the end of the school year as a transition period to give parents, commuters, and other residents time to find alternative modes of transportation. The spotlight now falls on end of service as we delve deeper into its details. In 2010, then San Carlos Vice Mayor Bob Grassley announced his intention to investigate bringing back S.C.O.O.T. especially to bring transportation access to residents and to ease congestion around Carlmont High School and Tierra Linda. At the time, however, the town faced a serious budget shortfall, independent of S.C.O.O.T, so the project gained little traction. In January 2015, the city opened a formal discussion of an independent shuttle service in the town. In an online survey of 29 residents, approximately 76% said that a citywide shuttle service would be valuable to San Carlos, and most respondents were willing to pay for the service, either in a revenue measure, pay per ride, or both. In contrast to original S.C.O.O.T routes, most respondents expected to use the service to reach downtown from home, rather than local schools. However, despite the survey results and other attempts, since S.C.O.O.T, there has been no San Carlos-specific bus service. In recent years, however, Santrans has added two school-day-only routes in San Carlos, primarily in the Western Hills and serving Tierra Linda Middle School, much like several of S.C.O.T's original routes. An estimated 100 students use these Santrans routes each school day. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who might benefit from it.